Hello and welcome back. This is a quick little video hopefully. Um, I This is a follow-up to the light pour video where I had a very brief experiment with this stuff. This is polyurethane varnish, but it is a water based, and I wondered whether it could be used as a wiping varnish like that you see in America. It's very expensive over here in the UK, so it was just, I thought I'd have another play with it and give it a bit more of a go. As to, I had four pieces. I've got four pieces of wood. There's two pieces of ash, one hawthorn and one horse chestnut, and I've just turned them into cylinders like this. Okay, divided it into roughly thirds even, and then I have this side is the chuck end or chuck side. Everything is sanded to 400 grit. This piece, this end here, is then sanded and sealed. This is left bare, and this was again left bare. Then I applied the wipe-on varnish that I'm experimenting with to just with a cloth, not with a paper towel, just with a cloth. I then did the same here, which has been unsanded, and again, like I say, left this bare. Allowed it to dry, denibbed with the 1000 grit Nyrex cloth pad, and then did it again. Between the second and third coats, I decided I'd not sand it with a cloth pad, just to see whether it made any difference. The results are somewhat interesting. It goes on, but what I would like to now carry on and take this another step further is, you can see some of the lines from the cloth. I'll try and take some photographs. I don't think this is going to show up at all well here. Catch it in the light, you might see the lines. I don't think you will, but I'll see if I can take some still photographs to show it a bit better. But what I was thinking is that if I put these back up again in the chuck and try some Yorkshire grit, like cut and polish or that sort of thing. In America I think it's Axe Abrasive, which is the popular one out there. But I just thought, well, everybody goes on about wipe-on poly and whether it's any good, whether it works, but no, everybody wants to try cutting the polyurethane varnish or oil based down, which you have to do, granted, but the water based is so thin anyway. Why would you really need to water it down? And as long as you apply it reasonably thinly, and I don't think with a brush would work on wood turning stuff anyway, I just thought it was worth an experiment and taking it a little bit further than I did in the previous video. Now I did all of these, as like I say, there's four of them all told. Like I say, 2 ash, 1 hawthorn and 1 horse chestnut. I mean the horse chestnut again. There is a nice shine to it, and I will also just before I forget too far, this is a satin. I hadn't got any and I'm not going to go and buy any just for this experiment. But yeah, I thought, well, why can't you do this? Why can't, I mean, these have now had 24 hours to dry fully and cure, as best as I'm aware, curing, and we'll see. I will put these back up, we'll put some Yorkshire grit on them and see whether it gets rid of any of the lines. It might not work, but at least maybe we all know a little bit more, because when you do research for wipe on poly and wood turning together, there's very little information on YouTube, at least anyway. I found I think there's only one, maybe two videos which are okay, but unfortunately they are using the Minwax, which is a cut down oil based polyurethane varnish. So I'd like to see whether this works or not. If it does, brilliant, we all learn a bit, and if we don't, we all still learn a bit and we won't use it. So here we go. Okay, so we have completed all four of these. Results are a bit mixed. I mean, the first one did have quite a few brush lines in. I think that's just possibly maybe where I didn't quite do enough with the Yorkshire Grit original, and also maybe the movements with the cloth which was originally done. I'll try and include as many close-up photographs I've taken with my mobile phone, just to try and display what I'm actually trying to say. Not very well, but the more effort you put in with the Yorkshire Grit original, the better you get. But if I could find a better brush application, that would probably help a lot. I've just seen them done with cloth. I don't know whether that's really the best way to go, or whether I was using the wrong cloth. Again, that could be part of it. But it's a bit more food for thought for anybody that is interested. I mean, I looked at this, my original thinking was, because I was doing light pools and they were going in, this one I made was for a bathroom, so I just wanted to give it a bit of water protection and, you know, a bit of extra extended life. So maybe for something like that, yes. I know a lot of people don't like them because it makes them just look really, the wood plasticky, which is fair enough. It does to a certain extent. I wouldn't disagree. But sometimes it would be useful to have a bit of protection, or added protection. Wax is okay. Don't like aerosols a great deal. They're not very nice to the environment or to my lungs. Hopefully this is giving everybody a little bit of a thought. If there's any comments that you think I have done right, or probably most certainly wrong, leave them down below. Let me know. I might continue these experiments. I don't know. See what people think to this. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I try and put them out when I can, weather permitting and whatever else, life permitting. If you've enjoyed it, maybe consider sharing. It all helps the channel grow. So thanks very much for watching. Yeah.